Welcome back to Eden Zero, Anime Review, episode number 19. This will be the 19th episode of the series from the planet Eternity. I think I'd say from the planet of Eternity, that's the name of this one. This one pretty much finished up chapter 48. That's like 6 pages that was skipped over from the last episode, pages 15 and 17. Yep. I kind of get the reason why they decided to save it for this one. This one, because these pages set up this very arc. And then it goes through pretty much the entirety of 49 and 50. Both the two chapters go completely all the way through. And then they go to 51, but they stop after the first 6 pages. This, of course, is start off the Sun Jewel arc of the series. Now, in the manga, this is roughly 20 chapters, which at this point, this was the longest arc of the entire series. Excuse me. Though the thing is, the very next arc, Belgor, which comes out this one, that next one is 31 chapters. Eden's 1, which they tease this one at, that's roughly 5 chapters. Some of them basically pretty reasonably length. The current arc is the Sandra arc. Now we start off basically with which basically reacting to the information that Valkyrie is on the planet Jewel. So they have to set a course there, but they say it will take 3 days to get there because they have to go around the debris field. And of course they're just chillaxing for a bit, and of course somebody opens up the window, the door to go like the window outside, and they look outside like, oh look, it's Spish in space. But then someone notices, hey, there's a little dot there. What is that? And it's a person. An old man. With a helm. Looking like he's in a spacesuit. And he says, hi, I'm Captain Connor. And this is my ship. Well, the helm from his ship. But yeah, there's something mysterious about him. I'll get to that. So they pretty much give him something to eat because he's hungry, because he hasn't been eating for days. Who knows how long he's been out there for. And then, of course, he just does something really dumb. Like, then we have Rebecca and Homura along with Happy in the bath. And, of course, Connor thinks, oh, is this a mixed bath? And, of course, gets kicked out. Now, in the manga, you actually see Rebecca's rear end when she does this kick that she does. In the anime, it's censored by Steam. Yeah, then he basically makes an outfit, and of course Whis tells him, don't do that. And he's about to push Moshni's button. By the way, they actually still keep it in. There's still the gag of Sister telling Moshi, don't press the button. What the heck the button does, I don't know. I don't remember because it's been a while since I've read some of the stuff in the manga. So then he basically tells me, just call him captain. It's like, I'll take it. He has to be captain of the ship. And like, no, because she gets the captain. They only recognize him because the computer recognizes him as captain. And then somehow he knows what the steering room is. Yes. A room I think they went to once before so far in the anime. That was like when they went to the planet Gust. Oh, yeah. I think it was the last time officially they actually went to the steering room. And somehow he's able to get to the planet Jewel pretty quickly in like a day. Even though they said it would take 3 days to get to the ground debris field, and I think that damage might actually damage the ship. But somehow he's able to get through, of course, which is upset the fact he actually went because he's basically a guest, and guests not supposed to go to the steering room. Only the crew are allowed to go in there, not guests. He does compliment them on a very impressive ship, and then he walks off. Of course, he acts like mysterious, and he takes off a glove. On the back of his wrist, it says Eden's 1. Yes, that is a tease for a later arc of the series. So I think they planned it. I think the reason why they show it now is because maybe, and this is my personal theory, we're probably going to get season 2 out of this. The anime has been really good so far. I would think that JC Staff, the company who makes the series, you would think that they would basically take the time to do another season, especially since, well, the season's been really good. I personally have enjoyed it so far. But I do think that they're going to end it with this particular arc. Now, why do I think that? Because, well, for one thing, after this episode, there's only 6 episodes left. And I think that'll be a perfect amount of time. I think Sun Joe might be a good way to end it because that kind of ends a plot thread that's been going on since they first introduced Eden Zero, the spaceship. And it'd be a nice way. Yeah. So they go to the planet. It's just basically just Rebecca, Shiki, Hamora, Happy, and Pino. We decided to stay on board because he didn't trust Connor because he might hurt the girls on board the ship, which makes him very caring. So then they just happen to go to the casino because, of course, there's a casino on this planet. And in a cameo, we see Natsu and Lucy. Yep, we see Natsu and Lucy make another cameo in the series, which makes it the first time since like episode, I would say 3 or 4. I think was the last time they made their cameo. Yeah, it's great to see them. My hope though is that we're teasing that the reason we're showing them again is maybe they're going to adapt. I heard rumblings we might get adaptation of Hiro Mashima's Heroes limited series. I personally would love it. But I hope they also add stuff to it, especially since it's not a one-shot. It's a 10-chapter series. So, of course, Himura basically is shouting that she's looking for her teacher. There's also a robotic bird that's recording everything. And then right after that, a couple times doing it, we have a bunch of robbers show up trying to rob the casino. And Hamura and Shiki decides to take him down, no problem. And right after defeated, we have this giant red beam come out of the sky, which punishes these criminals by executing them on the spot without a trial. Wow, that is so stupid. It sounds like a dictator. It's like, oh, you broke the law? Bam! I mean, who the heck the Scarlet Lady is? It's like she's acting like she's Judge Dredd, a female version of Judge Dredd. I mean, you got no trial, so basically you're executing these people without basically due process. Yeah. And then we cut to briefly the Scarlet Lady, and she's talking to Draken Joe. In the manga, it's basically they build up to the fact she's talking to Draken Joe. In the anime, it's like, yeah, she's talking to Draken Joe. Why? Because they have a conversation about Eden Zero and, of course, about divine punishment. And then right after that, we have the Scarlet Punisher show up, who are golden robots. And pointed by Pino that they're in fact robots. Well, androids, mind you. And because the fact that, that Shiki and Himura dared to actually beat these people up, even though they're acting in self-defense, they decided to punish them because they dare use violence. So their punishment is to mine 100 jewels. Well, at least I think it was like 100 million jewels. I think it is. Like, that is so stupid. Yeah, even if you read this, like, man, that is so stupid. You basically punish them for daring to defend themselves. Wow, man, this woman who apparently is so divine because they dare use violence in the Golden Palace, an area basically known for rich people, they get punished for. Which, yeah, you watch this anime, you were like, man, this lady's stupid. And she is. She is completely stupid. I would not be surprised if... It's been a while since I read this arc. I would not be surprised that when Shiki gets a chance to meet her, I'm sure that he probably would not be the one to punch her. I'm sure probably Rebecca probably beat the crap out of her for basically sending Shiki and Hamura off to the mines for daring to use violence to defend themselves. Like, there is a difference between acting, like, recklessly and basically defending yourselves. That's pretty much what they were doing. They were defending themselves. I mean, did any of the bystanders get shot? No. I mean, from what I can tell, there was barely any collateral damage, and yet they dared to punish them for there to beat up criminals. Because I think these punishers are bitter of the fact that they beamed to their own job. Yeah, because they prevented from doing their job, despite the fact, what are they supposed to do, huh? Wait around for these robbers to basically shoot them? Yeah. Also, we have a brief hint of Valkyrie in this episode, where the robot goes to this guy and looks like a very desolate area, and he talks to appears to be Valkyrie. Like they show like a holographic image of like, she looks like she's back. And then, of course, the episode ends with Rebecca being shocked over the fact that Shiki and Amor were transported away. A good episode, and yeah, ending it right there was kind of a weird spot, but they probably had to do it because they probably wanted to continue the scene for a little bit. Maybe there was not material that ended with Chapter 50, so they had to basically start at the 51. That's probably the reason for that. So my guess is that they're probably going to go through the rest 51 next week. How far do I think it would go next week? My guess is they're probably going to say 54. It's possible. Yep. So yeah, that's a particular view. Now, I did check. There is no Black Clover chapter release this week. Nope. There isn't. So, my next view is going to be the Case Study of Atlantis. Yep. And after that, it will be Combatants Dispatched, My Hero Academia, One Piece, Boruto, and Case Closed. Yep. But see you next video. Bye.